Hi guys, happy Monday.
Welcome back.
As she's shaking the microphone. It's not me.
Like wonking.
Alita's like,
she's watching me. We're back.
Come scoot
I
closer.
forgot I had a podcast.
We're now on YouTube. We're attempting another YouTube today.
Are we including all this?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi guys. Welcome back. We are here today with Hailley. Everyone already knows Hailley who listens to the podcast, but she's here in the flesh. So you guys get to see how beautiful she is, and how cute we are today on this fine, what day is it? It's Saturday. So today we're going to start off as we always do with our weekly favorites and our weekly updates. So let's start with Hailley. What's your weekly favorite?
first?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, shoot. I love my new spray tan stuff, but I'll have to send you guys the link.
Yes.
So that you guys know. But I'm spraying my own self right now, and I'm loving it. I do know that I love these self-tan drying powder
We'll link
thing.
it.
Well, yeah. And then the little buffer brush, but that's like my weekly fave. And I feel like it looks
Hello tan.
right.
Yeah,
I
it
look
looks
tan.
natural.
I look like I'm actually live in Arizona.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
And
that's
it
a
looks
good
cute.
color too.
Yeah.
Like that's not orangey at all.
Mm-mm. Like, you know, when they talk about how they have like the blue purple bases, I think that's
Yeah.
what this is.
I need that.
Yours looks good
Whoa.
though too, but I remember I have like pink undertones.
Yeah, no, I'm green.
You have like an olive base.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Show me, flip your arms. Show me your veins.
They're so tan.
Yeah. Your veins are.
So my
not
veins
blue
are
anymore.
brown now.
You have tan inside of you,
Lovely.
inside out.
Yes.
What's your fave?
My favorite is. I'm gonna include my other favorite in my weekly update, but
Okay.
one of my favorites is I saw that new movie last night about the tornadoes with what's his face in it. Glenn Powell.
Oh.
Hmm.
I love Glenn.
Yeah, it was good.
Is he dating Brooke Schofield?
No, I saw Brooke talking about it today actually in her podcast, saying she's like, I let those rumors go because of course it's Glenn
Yeah.
Powell. Of course I'll let them go, but I don't think they're actually dating. But
Okay.
they'd be a hot couple.
For sure.
So yeah, no, it's a good movie. You know me. I love a good movie experience. Like, even if it's a movie I'm not super interested in, I always love going to the theater, getting my popcorn, my drink, enjoying the vibes. So
A
yeah.
crispy Dr. Pepper.
So
You
crispy.
know.
Oh, was it so good?
Oh,
Mm. Have you
Yes.
guys ever tried hot tamales? Well, Alita's like, no, red dye. Hot tamales and popcorn.
So good. Thinks I'm literal devil.
No, I know
Hot
you're not.
tamales. No, yes, I used to actually love those.
But the combo. Have you ever tried the combo?
wait, with Dr. Pepper?
No, popcorn and hot tamales.
Oh,
Oh, wait,
have
I think I
not.
have.
It's life changing.
I've done
I
like
feel like
the
I've done that.
mints.
It's so good.
Okay, what's another? Oh, Milk Duds or like, well, you know, like any kind of chocolate.
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
like,
yeah. And it like melts.
Oh, so good.
So good.
I love.
No.
Yummy, yummy.
And I didn't mean the red dye thing.
She thinks
I saw your
I'm
little-
actually psychotic.
No. I just get paranoid.
Your toes trigger me.
Her nail polish is red.
I have red nail polish. Totally was like, nope.
I was like,
Oh,
wait,
just kidding.
feet phobic.
Kidding.
So funny.
What's your update? No, favorite.
Oh. Okay. Well, I forgot what I was originally going to say. So now my favorite / it's a part of my updates, but my favorite is I finished Vanderpump and I
You
finished,
did?
I just started Love Island, but I did finish Vanderpump. 6 weeks, 11 seasons. I think that should be a new record. Like,
Wow.
It was in my ear at all times of the day, every single day.
Do you feel like when you go and binge a show, though, you have to like get it done fast?
Yeah, no, like, it's my toxic trait. Like I literally started Love Island yesterday and now I'm on episode 10. Like I'm
USA?
not okay. Yes.
Okay, I need to start that one.
Yes. Everyone's talking about it and I feel like I'm fading into
Hmm.
irrelevancy, not knowing what people are talking about.
Yeah, I don't know either. I
I
did
don't.
one season of Vanderpump and that's like it.
Oh
and
my
then like
gosh.
watched that dramatic reunion that happened last year.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
I watched that, but that's like it.
Okay. Well, I was like, oh, well, I want to start Love Island, but like Ariana Madix is on there and she's the host, and like I need to know all the tea that had happened with her. And so I went and I started from square one, because if I start halfway through, I'm gonna be like, well, I don't understand. Like I would have missed every other couple dating each other in like the first half of the
the beginning is crazy.
So yeah, I finished that and loved it, and I'm like eagerly waiting to know if there's another season coming out, because it like leaves you on a cliffhanger. Like everyone hates
and there's
each
so
other.
much,
no
like,
one wants to film with each other anymore.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. Also, I'm like trying to move my mic as I'm moving.
Thank you for being in the middle. I appreciate it.
Yes, of course.
You took one for the team.
Yeah, I do appreciate it.
You know, just cost an arm and a leg to get this angle. It's fine.
I feel like, we made Alita sit there because of her nose.
Yeah, it's fine. I hope that
It
you guys
looks
can
good.
see this on YouTube and that our camera doesn't fail us again. But okay, updates. What's your update?
My kids went back to school, which is
Love.
so amazing. Like working moms get it.
Yeah.
Love them. And I do like miss them, of course, while they're at school, but I'm getting so much done.
You're over it.
Yeah, and they needed it. They were like over each other, over being at home. So yeah, kids went back to school, and we have fun Skin Club podcast things.
Oh my gosh,
so
much
many.
coming.
I feel like that's like my biggest update. Like we just have a lot. Like we're planning Q3, Q4, and just like big things.
It's all exciting for you guys.
Yeah, that's like my biggest update is like you guys stuff.
Love.
I'm
to be such a
excited
big
for
part of your life.
the next one that that I love, the spooky stuff.
Oh yes.
Oh, you guys, spooky season here around here is just they're taking it up a notch.
Okay, no, like spooky season. I think everyone, it's their Roman empires are spooky season and skinwalkers.
Yeah.
Every year we talk about the skinwalkers.
Just have the scariest story with one.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's gonna be good around here, peeps.
love. What's your update?
Miss Tate McRae. I'm obsessed with her. I don't know about you guys, but anytime I go to a concert, I like start to love.
I will not be editing this one.
I'm sorry. I'm so wiggly. I keep
You're
moving
fine.
the mic. Tate
She
McRae.
looks so cozy.
I know.
I know. I'm comfortable. Do I look?
You look
very
so
cool.
Do I
comfy.
look
I feel like I'm
unprofessional?
in
No.
shorts, so I don't want to like flash the. Well, Alita just did. This means you should hop onto YouTube, people.
Oh yeah.
Trying for a show.
Yeah, I practically started OnlyFans just now.
But yeah, Tate. I love her. Anytime after a concert, I like become obsessed, like even more with the artist. So I've like just been listening to Tate McRae for like the past couple days since the concert. She's so freaking good. She can throw it back. She's such a good dancer.
Such a good dancer. It's insane.
Like she is so hot. I love her so much. Like I really do. I stayed after the concert to try to meet her because I wanted to tell her that I want to do her makeup for the rest of her tour.
Oh my gosh.
But she was taking so long to come out. And
Wait,
so we just
everybody
left.
tag this episode to her.
Oh, yeah.
And get Rachel to do her makeup.
Wait, we'll clip this
Yes.
and put it on TikTok.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
come spam us tagging her, please.
Yes, I fully plan on, because I've been recording more makeup videos for TikTok because I'm wanting to do 31 days of Halloween, which means I have to prep now. And I fully plan on, now that I'm posting more makeup videos, to like post like telling artists like, this is my formal video to be your artist. Please
Love.
and thank you.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
So proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. What about you?
Oh, yeah. I had a consultation to get my Yiddies done, and that was very interesting. If anyone has any questions, just feel free to message me. I think I'm probably going to go through with it. I feel like a lot of my questions, comments, and concerns were answered in ways that I was intrigued by, pleasantly surprised. And then I also had a really fun meeting with another potential laser company that I may bring on. And that was just very exciting, but don't quote me on it yet because I need to save money for it. So That's all.
We're
But I'm
gonna
really
do it.
excited.
We're gonna market so much that it's just gonna be paid for.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
We market. Book it now before we
No,
even have it.
You know what you can do for marketing? After you get your Yetis done, you can use the laser to like, actually, I don't
Target scarring.
to get rid of the scarring and have
Ooh.
that be your before and afters,
I
and
know.
everyone will be like,
There's
wait,
a write-off.
I
Write-off.
have to
I
get it
know.
done.
I know.
It's perfect.
It's just like it's really intimidating bringing on things like that are that big of an investment, because like it's not like a house that has like hundreds of years worth of potential to profit from, especially having such a large team that like the cost, like it depreciates quickly because it's used so much. And so I just like want to make sure I'm making the right investments at the right time in the right place and all the things. So it's very exciting because it's unlike anything I am currently doing, but could open up a lot of other opportunities with our clients to treat other things. Sorry for the vagueness.
Yeah. It does some really amazing stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's where I'm going to leave it. But it hasn't even hit the market yet. So yeah, that's another hint.
Leave them wondering.
But I think that's pretty much, oh, wait. I started Oliveda Gate, I guess.
Oh gosh.
After you posted about that, a girl messaged me about it.
Shut up.
And said, oh, good, you're an esthetician.
No, literally all of my esties sent me screenshots of people that have been in their DMs like right after I had posted about it. And they're like, no way, like this girl literally just messaged me. And then Lily was like, wait, she just messaged me too. Like the amount of people that I've had messaging me about this brand for the last, I think it's probably been close to a year and a half ish, is insane. I know several people who follow me, you know, the crunchy train of people that I have, who retell it, and like no shade, but if you're not a skincare professional, like please stop, literally stop. It's rude. You're breaking my clients out and they try to trust you. So stop.
Yeah. I can attest to the DMs.
No, like she sees them, she manages them. There were too many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you made a post about it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
And
you worded it in a really good way.
You definitely
it's
did.
just like when you take someone's before and afters, like first off, taking someone else's before and afters that's not yours, rude.
Yeah.
Like so rude, especially because I think we've invested our time and energy and finances and education into treating you, and to just go behind our back and like take a before and after, whether you claim it was from yourself or from this brand, like that's actually like illegal. Like we own those photos. That's not nice.
Yeah, it is.
So anyways,
And I've
just
seen that
rude.
happen so many times with other estheticians too. Like
Oh, yeah.
and different MLMs using their own before and afters. It's actually so
There's
sad.
a bunch of MLM just general drama right now, even with
Yeah.
especially like Rodion and Fields.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
gosh.
Did you
Drama?
guys see? Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. So for
There's
the
lots.
first time in like I think it's like 8 or 9 years. Don't quote me on this. Rodion and Fields people, don't come after me.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, thank you. But for the first time, they started running ads because there's so many people dropping, mainly because of the Oliveda stuff. Like people are leaving and going over there. But so they're having to run ads. But then people get what's called a bridge. Do you guys know what this is? I had to
don't
like,
think so.
I went in like a whole rabbit hole of MLM.
tell.
So people get paid bridges to join companies. And it's like a bonus in a way.
It's like a buyout.
Yes. And so
Yeah.
you take your whole team from one team to go to the
Frick.
freaking next one. And even if they've never tried the product, which is a lot of the Oliveda, I keep feeling like I'm going to say it wrong. People from Rodion and Fields have gone there and they get these like giant bonuses, but just the head person. And then they try to
No.
take all their people like, oh, it's so great. Da, 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 da. And then that's why it like goes in masses typically, is because of
That's
these
so
like
annoying.
bridges and these people that are like uppers that have everyone underneath. And then nobody like actually is trying out the product themselves. They're just like, oh, well, they said it. So, and they see these people like they have so much money and cars and yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, a
can't.
Netflix series is coming out. You
For
know
sure.
it.
Oh,
You
for
know Netflix series on MLMs is coming out.
Oh my
Yeah, I've had a
gosh.
girl get mad at me in my DMs before because I said no. And she kept pushing and pushing. She's like, well, why? Well, why? And I said, I don't like MLMs. Like, I just said that. And she got mad.
Yeah.
There's a reason that there's products that are MLMs and they're not sold to a professional or in retail. Like there's a reason.
Like stop drinking olive oil, please.
Yeah.
J-Lo founded it.
Literally. Well, and then like the founder's freaking weird, guys. Like he
Yeah.
literally lives in a treehouse from an olive tree. Like, he is fetching weird, and he's
committed.
He's so weird. That video that you sent me, like, freaked me out. Was that real?
Yes. That's like one of their ads, like things that they run to like convince people to sign up.
That like turns me off. Like, nothing makes me more flaccid than that. Like,
I know.
sorry.
Yeah. Ugh.
So terrible.
Oh,
It's disgusting. But really quick. I literally had a client who I did a full-on Cosmelan series on her, like for her pigment, completely cleared her pigment. Okay. And she had super bad melasma, like honestly, probably my worst cases that I've seen thus far. And there was another local esthetician who was doing, I don't care because she's not my client anymore, but there's another local esthetician who sells a different skincare line that I currently don't retail. And she was doing a giveaway for like a full lineup of this line, right? So she took the before and after that I had done with her and tagged this other esthetician because she was doing a giveaway. And she said, look at what so-and-so did to my skin. I really want to win this giveaway. I love all these products. Look at what they did to my skin.
I didn't know this.
Thumbs down. That's rude. Screw you.
When did that happen?
Sorry. That happened like, I don't know, 2-3 months ago.
It was recent.
You never told me. That's crazy.
It's been a chip on my shoulder if you can't tell.
I hope you feel better after this therapy session with us.
Sorry, I didn't mean to flip you guys off on the camera. I just, it was in the moment. It felt right. So I'm very sorry.
That's like really upsetting.
Yeah. So like, don't do that. It's just like shady. And like, I invested, like that treatment alone costs almost like $1,000. So like, you just wasted $1,000 crediting someone else. Sorry. Your loss.
That's super
blacklisted.
Annoying.
Just kidding.
Alita's on a whole new level today,
thirsty.
people.
I'm like, come back. I miss you. No, I just had that happen. Another influencer client. I know she doesn't listen, so it's fine. But another influencer client, literally, like, I was trying to get her on a face reality regimen, and she was like, no, I can't invest in that. I can't invest in that. And all of a sudden, she like starts doing peels with me, face reality peels. Everything's going so great. And then she no-shows me twice. And so, of course, I charge her a no-show fee because just because you got a following doesn't mean you're more important than me. So anyways,
Preach.
So she no-shows me. I charge her and I'm like, hey, so sorry. Like, I got to charge you a no-show fee because this is the second time. I forgave you the first time. You did it again. Like, it's my time. It's my work, whatever. And so right after that, she cancels her membership here, cancels like everything. And then just posted that now she's seeing another, like one of her friends who does face reality use a before and after pic that I took and said, look, just within a week, she's completely cleared my skin.
Okay, there's got to be a way, like that has to be illegal.
It is. I'm like, stop doing that.
Yeah, if it's a photo, it actually is your property, like ownership.
It's just frustrating.
Because when they sign the consent forms here, that's their permission.
Well, but then she says, like, no one else has been able to clear my skin. I'm like, snitch, I cleared it. Like, I literally cleared you.
Oh,
what's the issue?
That like makes me so mad.
Yeah, I'm like, unless
Both
if your
of those
acne came
stories.
back and you grabbed the same angle again, like, what the frick? Anyways, I'm just like over it.
No, that's frustrating.
Yeah,
and you know that there's more people this has happened to too.
Oh, I can assume everyone, if not most people in our industry, has had something similar.
Yeah,
that's fine. What's not meant to be won't be for you. Just kidding. Okay, well, let's talk about Hailley because everyone wants to know what Hailley's doing here.
Well, we've had so many people in the DMs begging to have Hailley back.
Yeah.
Aww.
So this is a very monumental, impactful show that we're going to have today. So, okay, let's give the people what they want. Let's start with our questions. Okay. Anything you want to say before? How about you introduce yourself really quick?
Sorry, I feel like I keep changing.
You're fine.
I'm
in
some pain. No, I got in the car accident. So I'm just like,
that's another update.
People who are watching are probably like, gosh, she keeps moving.
She's a little stiff.
I'm just trying to be comfy. Okay. Ooh, go listen to the last episode to learn about me. I feel like my story is so long. I've done it all. I've done a lot.
Give us a Cliff Notes.
Okay.
What do you like current life stage?
Okay. Well, I'm Hailley, if you don't know, wife, mom of 2 girls, and I own the Dream House Agency. and I currently have 4 employees, and we do social media marketing. Why are you?
I'm making eye contact. Sorry. Well, look at you.
No.
Look at me.
I do social media marketing and PR and affiliate management. I just really do it all.
Website design,
branding,
everything.
Literally so many things. If you asked me to go help you build a house, I could like figure it out, or help you build a business.
Facts.
So
Facts.
All of our podcasting, like in Vegas, Hailley's behind our entire booth.
Yes.
yeah, so that's me. I don't know what else. Gosh, so awkward. I'm like,
No, you're great.
eek.
So I'm going to tap the camera so it doesn't bug out on us again.
Yeah, but you guys really should. If you haven't listened yet, you should go to our last episode with Hailley. She
It was
gave
probably a year ago.
yeah,
No way.
it's been a while
Probably.
because that was before Flourish, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
We were like in the build out. So maybe like November, December.
yeah. Well, there I talk about kind of my journey of like how I've gotten from basically out of high school to here. But I have done everything from skin, wedding makeup, bridal hair, opening up salons, opening up barbershops, selling that stuff, boutiques, helping other people open up their businesses. Like I just have done all of it, and truly I've done all of it to help me to where I am today, so that way I'm able to help other people with their businesses, because I remember being that really struggled entrepreneur that was like, I just wish somebody could like read inside my brain and take all my ideas out and execute it. And so now I get to do that for other people.
Facts.
And you're so good at it. Like
Thank you.
I always say, anything Hailley touches is magic, because she can make your idea that you think of a million times better and cuter. So I will literally text her sometimes and be like, I have this idea for an Instagram post. How do I make it cute? And she just has a really good creative business brain. So everyone go follow Dream House Agency and Hailley's accounts on Instagram.
Thank you guys.
Yes, we love you. We're excited to ask you these questions.
Okay, let's do
Okay.
it.
This first one says, I've been getting a lot of views on my reels, but no new followers. Any tips? I'm a new SD.
Okay. Ads. One is going to help you if you're a new SD, especially in like a new location or anything like that. Just try to target ads. I think is just going to be helpful, and it can be as low as like $3 to $5 a day. And then let's see, getting more views, just posting more frequently. And I talked a little bit about this on our Instagram this week, but creating something that's like a series where people want to keep coming back to view your stuff. And you also have to remember that Instagram is right now is like a slow growth. So a video that you could post, let's say today, could actually really take off in the next like week or two, is kind of how Instagram's been working lately. I know that like Alita's even seen stuff like that too, that's happened with her stuff. And then things that have been even posted like 2 or 3 months ago, I feel like they even have grown even more. So be patient with yourself, but be consistent. I feel like that's my top.
I have a follow-up question if I can ask it really quick.
Yeah.
What would you consider is like stable, healthy growth on Instagram? Like if someone is like falling behind or someone is like on track, what is that? Is there like a sweet number that we can try to like hit, I guess?
Yeah, I like 3 to 5%. If you're like a little too overwhelmed, but you want to like consistently grow, 3 to 5%.
Okay.
And you can just go to your like settings and check that out. But that's
Oh, so like it actually shows you like the percentage.
like, yeah,
month
it'll
to
show
month?
like your account growth, like a followers, reach, engagement.
Okay.
Any of those, I typically like if you just want to stay in the green and just be like steady the entire. I always call it stay in the green. But if you just want to stay like really steady, 3 to 5%.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
That's averaging like 100 plus.
I like need to go look at mine now. I'm curious.
Yeah, I feel like. But let's say you like have some crazy goals and are trying to reach deals and all those things, that can totally change it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
And then also you mentioned ads. I could be making this up. Didn't you just release a class for ads? Do you want to plug that?
I did. I have a whole little ads guidebook. It's like the basics to ads, like diving into like Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, Meta, all of those and kind of showing you like how to set up an ad and then what's the difference through it, and then how to even know like even keywords like ROI, even knowing like your what else, like your audience, the target market, like all of those kinds of things. We like to dive deep into that, and then we'll come out with a number 2 after you've started with that. You'll get sent like a bonus of actually physically showing it, but you have to go through the guidebook and actually send us an ad. And I also teach you how to save money on ads, because a lot of people are frustrated now with the way that Instagram is doing.
It's annoying.
The phone Apple extra charges. So inside there, I teach you like a little hint on like how to work your way around it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I need to take that.
That was
Run
actually like
some
our next
ads.
question.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, it was. It says tips for paid ads with IG and TikTok. Do you market on TikTok? I'm curious about that as well. What your thoughts are.
Yeah, I have one client who does, and it's like right before a launch, we'll push things during a launch, and then a little bit after we'll trickle in to just bring in people. But then after that, that's like all that they do. Primarily, I will say though, and you guys are probably more on TikTok than I am, really. I have a team that's younger, so they're on TikTok telling me things, but I feel like a lot of people skip through sponsored things. They're not actually,
sure.
they're not watching it. You'll watch something
Yeah.
more on Facebook or Instagram. So if you're just starting out and you need to figure out where to put your ad spend, Facebook and Instagram and stories.
helpful.
That's a really good point. I totally do that.
Yeah.
If I see like the sponsorship or like the hashtag in the corner, it's an immediate swipe.
And it's because TikTok makes it easier for you to do that compared to Meta or Instagram or even Pinterest. Like Pinterest ads are great because you can't even tell half the time. It just looks like it's like part of the
That's true.
like feed. Same with Instagram. I feel like they do a really great job.
So snaky though on Pinterest. Like half the time I click
It's
on something
ads.
and I'm like, it's a damn ad.
Yes.
I had no idea.
yeah.
And that is why I always say this is Pinterest is my most favorite social media app,
You need to help me with that.
because it's the easiest way to grow, and it just is such a like slow grow, but once it is, it just takes off like crazy. It's the longest social media platform that we've actually had.
Wow.
I've had mine since, if you think about it, I've had mine since like even high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, forever. And
I
people
probably had
still
mine
use it.
since
You
high
go there
school.
for all the time. I always say it's my Google. So like I don't half the time Google
Same.
stuff. I Pinterest.
Yeah, like nails or hair or
Yep.
anything.
So if you're a service-based entrepreneur, put your stuff on Pinterest.
Dang.
And if you're a boutique, put yourself on Pinterest.
yeah.
See, and for some reason, Pinterest intimidates me more than any of the platforms for some
Really?
reason.
Because of just utilizing it.
I just don't have much experience. I only
Okay.
have the app to go search like cute things, but I don't know
Yeah.
how to use it as like the creator.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Same.
I get it. Well, if you go watch, so we have what's called the social forecast on Dreamhouse, and that's basically like telling you any trends and updates, because we all know social media changes every single day. So as soon as there's an update or something, we jump on, we talk about it, and we try to like educate you how to utilize it or who it's for. And we do like a live video once a month, and so we posted it publicly, our last live, and I talk about on Pinterest how to claim your Instagram account and connect them both, so it'll automatically do it for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
So go watch.
watched that, but you just reminded me of it.
Yeah. So go watch it, because it's
Okay.
the best, and it will take your Instagram account 90 days and post onto your Pinterest.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Love. My
I
garlic and honey
like
reel
that.
needs to pop off on Pinterest.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. And I have
Okay.
a Pinterest mastermind class too. I feel like I have so many
She has
things.
everything.
Yeah. I'm like
Go look
not
at her
trying to sell
website.
myself,
No,
but
you
I
should,
do.
though.
I do have a really great mastermind that I've done with my friend Emmy, and it teaches you basically everything to get a profile fully set up. And we've had people send us in, like after a month, they've gotten like 1 million views on their profile. They've gotten like 5,000 followers within like a whole 2 weeks. Like we have so many crazy things of people who do it. We also like
Wow.
offer Pinterest support too, but in the mastermind, you can learn how to like easily do it yourself as well.
Okay.
We're about to keep this episode.
I
Not
know.
publishing. Sorry.
I'm like, sorry, Hailley, keep it just
You guys
to
get to wait another
ourselves.
month.
No, that's great because there are so many people.
Alita's like, I'm
me.
going viral.
Literally. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we have so many questions about ads.
'Kay.
Another one is running ads is different on Insta. What's the best way to go about it now?
Mhm.
So like without them having, like give them a piece, a snippet, a little taste of your ads course, like
Yeah.
just a little nugget.
I don't have to gatekeep.
Well, they should pay for your freaking course.
Well, if you guys follow them on YouTube, please, and subscribe to the Skin Club podcast. That's your payment for getting this information.
Oh my gosh.
'Kay.
Slay.
Not that I'm like their PR little manager
Oh,
here.
yeah,
I'm
true.
like, make sure, okay. But if you have an Instagram, make sure that your Instagram's connected to your Meta profile. That's your first step. And if you don't have a Meta, go set up your Meta business under your Facebook profile, connect them, and then that's where you can free, in air quotes, run an ad right now in there and create your like ad audiences and everything like that. And then it won't like extra charge you. The downside of it is that it's only for, you have to do it by the day. You can't do it by the ad spend. Like
dang.
there's lots of like different things, but it works. It's good.
Yeah.
And then the longer obviously you do, the more return you're going to get and the better it will be. And then your spend can go lower versus like sometimes the spend is like 15 cents. So it's pretty high
Yeah.
per click. So you want to get like anywhere between 5 and 8 cents per click. And then you can set up stories. You can do just like your whole shop. I mean, there's so many things in there. It's a ton, but that would be like my first little tip. Is that good?
Yeah,
Should
that's
I
amazing.
could go even more.
No. That's amazing. They make them take the course. Okay, next one.
Okay, best marketing tips to help reach potential clients in your area.
Ads. Ugh, man, I keep talking about ads. I just feel like it is so hard right now to target on Instagram. And I'll tell you this why. You know how people talk about like the algorithm?
Yes.
So Instagram, they have even said, the CEO of Instagram has even said he doesn't have an algorithm. It's called ranking. And so they rank you and try to see what other people rank, and then that's how they find out what your target is. And so then they target people with that way, and it's really hard to do it. You have to be super consistent to be ranked. So especially if you're in like a new area and you've been on Instagram a while, you're still going to be ranking with other areas, right? So you're going to have to switch all your stuff. So hashtags, using those, hiding hashtags in reels. Geolocation tags are going to be huge. Geolocation every single story just to get it popped. And then tag other businesses that are new in your area too, because then you can show up on there like tagged photos. I think that's totally fine. Yeah, I feel like that's it that I would do.
That's good. I always forget about hiding hashtags and reels. That's so smart.
Yeah, locations and that, and engage with people that are local in that area too, and other businesses, see who their followers are, really try to just engage and create your own community. I think is huge.
Awesome. Okay, next one says, does she only do marketing for SDs or other professionals as well?
Yeah, all the peeps.
Everyone.
All the people. I have influencers, I have boutiques, I have dentists, I have med spas, I have salons, I have, what else do I have? I'm like, all the things.
Everything.
I said boutiques already. Influencers. Oh, coaches. A lot of coaches I have. Yeah. I've done realtors. We've had a few gyms.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everything you can think of.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like I can hop into like a lot of people's different brains and really feel like, I don't know, I just put myself in their shoes as an entrepreneur, and then I can easily put myself in a shoe of like who they're trying to target. And then that's just kind of how my brain works. So I feel like I can work with a lot of different people.
That's so crazy. I feel like having like the almost outside perspective for other people is probably so helpful, because they are now like, what's worked for a med spa might work for a dentist. And like the dentist would never know that because they don't work in med spas. Yeah. And I don't know. I think that's cool that you can like really morph into whatever they need you to be.
For sure.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And I'm really developing our team right now. That's the biggest thing that's probably changed since I've recorded with you guys, is now having a team. They're so awesome, and their abilities are so diverse too. And have come with backgrounds of working with other people. And so they're really great.
That's amazing. Love it. Next one.
Okay, next one's TikTok repeat, so we'll skip that one. How do you feel? Okay, we talked about this a couple days ago, actually. Yes. How do you improve the quality of your content so it doesn't show up blurry?
On Canva.
Oh, yes.
Canva,
Everybody.
Canva.
If you've been having issues with Canva, they did a little update that a lot of people don't realize. But when you go to like the share, aka like download it, make sure you adjust the little slider bar where it says size. Some people think it's actually size, but it's not. It's the size of the pixels of the photo. So make sure you just slide that over. I always like to say middle to like upper. The upper, it's going to take more of your like what's that called? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking.
Storage?
Yes, thank you. Storage. Or it's going to take a little bit longer to download. So I like to go kind of in between, just depending. But yeah, that avoid screenshots, avoid screen recordings. We utilize with our clients a shared album that works really good. So it's phone to phone, very direct versus like a text because that distorts as well. Yeah.
What about like airdropping? Do you think that's fine?
I think airdropping is great. I think it's even better than like a shared album.
Oh, wow.
Mhm, I would say, yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, expect our thumbnails to not be as blurry now that we know this hack.
Do people care about followers, and why do people unfollow?
Well, a lot of unfollows are robots because Instagram does a really good job at clearing those robots out. So I think a lot of people think, oh my gosh, I lost 200 followers this month.
Yeah.
It's fake accounts.
Oh, slay.
And so for me, my job is to see, like for you, I see if they're actually real followers or if they're a fake follower.
And I kind of all of yours are real people that you're very close to.
Yeah. But I just make sure, and then I make note like, oh, this is a robot account that followed. Because I could, I guess, force unfollow. I could do that for you, but I don't do that. And so then I just kind of keep tally of like, okay, maybe she had like 50 fake accounts that followed this month. And then I'm like, then I'll go look at the followers. And if I see that there's a dip in like 60, I'm like, it's because Instagram cleaned out probably about that. So they're really good at checking that because a lot of those are secret hacking accounts. That's typically how they will start to hack accounts.
That's so scary.
And then they start to like grab all your stories. You know how they'll like take over and then they start posting. My favorite is when I got hacked, this person took like a way old story and was like, look at how now I'm making money and I'm not having to do this. And then people were like sending me screenshots and they're like, wait, you're back working in the salon? And I'm like,
my gosh.
No. So you just have to be careful, right?
That is terrifying.
Yeah. So don't be worried about your follower count. Like if you have a dip like that, I say anything that's under probably like 300 isn't alarming.
Okay.
Because it's Instagram probably cleaning out stuff. Now, if you post something controversial, a polarization post, which is like your bigger opinion and you see a dip there.
AKA every post of mine.
No, we do yours classy.
Love.
Yeah, and we're educated. Yeah.
Oh, good.
No. I would tell you.
And I think you should be able to share your opinions. I think
100%.
There's things like, I mean, I'd be curious to hear what you think about this, but I remember hearing in like hair school, there's 3 things you should not talk about in the salon with clients. Do you feel like that should correlate to social media as well with controversial
are you saying
topics?
like religious, politics,
and sex?
And yes.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I'm old school, so that's kind of just how I am in general.
Yeah.
But I know some people aren't. They're like, well, we need to like be bringing this up. I feel like we're now in a day and age where that is being talked more about.
And it's being praised to talk about it rather than like, it's
Correct.
like thanks for being open and vulnerable and like being authentic rather than like pushing your beliefs on me and all this stuff.
Exactly. So it is hard because you're right. Like all growing up, I was told, you don't really talk about, that's like a no thing. And money, it's a no thing that you don't talk about. Right. And then in hair school, they really push that. Like if you're having a client, you do never talk about those 3 things.
Literally saying on the podcast how poor I am.
Our listeners know what they get into with us.
Yeah.
If they've stuck around this long, they know.
For sure. So yeah, it's hard because I feel like I have like old Hailley that like her belief system, but then other things. And I do think there's some certain topics that I think need to be talked about because you guys know me, we're all friends, I'm very open about everything. I don't ever keep anything secret.
But it's like, I think that depending on clients though, like if you have a client that's seen you for 6 years, odds are they're probably going to know your religious belief. Like,
yes.
and I think it's not just, I feel like it's just off limits for like the first few appointments until like they open up and then like you create that friendship. Because if you're going to spend 5-6 hours with someone, like you better know a little bit about them.
And that's a great point is when I was doing hair, I would wait for them to bring up something.
Yes.
And if I believed in it too, or we had very like similar, which I would say you attract basically what you are. So
Absolutely.
90% of my clients, when I had the same opinion, and then I would have a conversation, but I would keep quiet. I'm not obviously like yelling and boisterous to people that are around me.
Right.
But in our salon though, we did have kind of a rule that if you were our first salon, I'd say it was kind of like a try to steer conversations just in case because of courtzy of other people. And because in our salon, it was a diverse belief system in politics.
You're in Washington. That's like
yeah.
crazy.
Exactly. So I did have to make that
it's
rule
like
for some
extremes.
people. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can see it. It's just like be tasteful, I guess.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like your approach, I think as well.
But if you're going to share those things and you're okay with it, just know that like you may get backlash or you may get an unfollow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as long as you're okay with that, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I answered the question.
The first question you didn't answer, and it's, do people care about followers? Like,
okay.
do clients care about followers?
Yeah. I think that like, so when, for me I think it's a person by person. So for me personally, because I've been in both, like I've had an account that I've had to slow grow and I know how great and valuable like my services were when maybe I only had 250 followers.
Right.
So I think just do your research with the person, you know, like same with hair. Like I had to start somewhere, right? People have to start somewhere. So I feel like follower count shouldn't matter, but do I think like clients always think that? I think that depends again on the person, and it depends. Do you want your clients to worry about how many followers you have, or would your clients rather come to you about the services that you offer?
Claps for that.
Good point.
Snap
So
all around.
that's what I think.
We were just talking about this earlier today as we were like going through the questions, and I was talking to her about like, okay, if I were to go to a new city and have to find another esthetician, I would, in my personal case, would look for someone around like 1,000 followers because you have 50,000 followers does not mean you have 50,000 clients.
100%. Or did they buy them?
Or did they buy them? Or it's like having like, I'm going to say like around 1,000 followers. I remember myself having 1,000 followers and having a full clientele.
True.
And so it's like, doesn't necessarily like that means that they could potentially literally have 1,000 clients. Like this person, like
Exactly.
it's more of like a reasonable number of like trust, I guess, because it doesn't look like they're almost like I'm gonna say too new in a sense online, like they're doing like trying well with like marketing and whatnot, but then also it's like a respectable number in my eyes as like someone that okay, like enough people are following you for advice, coming to see you. I don't know, that's my opinion.
Totally. And like what if somebody that had 25,000 followers but you couldn't get in for 5 months?
Right.
Like for me, if I go that long in between my skin appointments,
yeah, no,
like that's not good.
That's not for every person.
No.
But I think that for some people, like from an outside perspective, it's like the followers equals credibility. And I don't necessarily feel like that's true because everything, like no post is an original post to some capacity.
No.
You know?
Let's just bring awareness that follower count doesn't mean that you're a good provider.
Absolutely.
Let's just bring awareness.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah. But my biggest thing to that is if your follower count was low, then like make sure your before and afters are on there. Show your experience.
Yes.
You show up and then talk about and educate. Like if you're doing those things consistently and rotating through those 4 things that I just listed, your client or the potential future client should be able to go through and see and do thorough research. And that's the type of client that I would want to receive, is that they even know what I give, the results that I'm providing, and the education that I have. Because I wouldn't want somebody to just come in because a follower count or a picture.
They see your work, they like your work. Like as a hairstylist too, make sure you like their work. And I mean, it's the same thing. We were talking about plastic surgery earlier. It's the same thing. Pick a plastic surgeon if you like their before and afters, because that's how they're going to do it. And so I like that you said that, the proof, the before and afters, I feel like that is what gives you credibility for sure.
And like when I search for a plastic surgeon, I'm not looking for like how many followers do they have. It's like,
Exactly.
what? No, that first off, if your plastic surgeon's on Instagram, he probably has a marketing team. He's probably not the one like taking the pictures, posting the content. So I don't know. I think that again, like the before and after is like what seals the deal of like your credibility, not the follower count at all.
Amen.
Slay.
Yep.
Okay. I think this is
We have
this
two
our
more.
last one? Oh, we have 2 more. Okay. How do you know what's going to be trending next?
Oh gosh, this is like the never ending question, I feel like, that I'm always wondering. I do a ton of market research, like a ton. I am constantly looking at not only like fashion trends, I guess, but I'm also looking up just regular trends, stock markets. Like it's crazy how many things that I'm looking at to just see what could be trending.
That's interesting.
Because it's more than just on Instagram, but I'm like trying to think of the best way to explain this. I guess I pick like a scrolling day a week to just kind of see what I see is consistent, I guess.
Yeah.
Is something that I do. You just are never going to know. Like no one's going to know. Actually, the best advice is just make your own freaking trend.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
why don't you just like quit searching and just
Make the
be
trend.
it? Yeah, make
And
a trend.
Tune into the social forecast if you're not chronically online.
True. I do try to update as much in like
Yeah.
knowledge or testing out things like like with your profile, double posting, like I tested out and it works really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
interesting.
And everybody's different too. So just
Mhm.
because like double posting works really good for Alita and her audience doesn't mean that like somebody else it's going to work really good. Somebody might get
Yeah.
annoyed and be like, oh, they post too much and like
Yes. Mhm.
unfollow. So yeah, I just feel like test out what your target audience truly likes too.
I had a question to that. Oh, okay. Sorry, side question. Do you think that celebrities or influencers are more influential?
Influencers 100%.
I
Okay.
agree.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I think that they're everything right
Interesting.
now.
It's
think-
it's insane how like celebrity-ish a lot of influencers have become.
Yeah. Well, and you notice who you're so when I was little, right? Magazines and everything like that, like we would see a celebrity in there and think, oh, I want to buy that perfume. Well, now it's an influencer. Even I'm noticing like with my kids, like my older one, she'll recognize an influencer versus a celebrity. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
And her little friends. Yes. I'm like, yeah. Or even like my team, we were on a call and they didn't know who Justin Timberlake was. And in their defense, it was a mugshot, so he didn't totally look like himself, I guess.
He's in one of my favorite
That
movies
cop
ever.
that didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I'm like, iconic.
But I think people just don't know celebrities as much as they know influencers.
It's because you're not seeing their face every day. I think
Over and over
whereas,
again,
like,
yeah.
I'm always looking like I love a good Emily Kaiser video. I love watching them,
Yes.
and so
Mhm.
I'm like invested. I see her house. I see her routines. Like you feel like you're friends with them, and I feel like that builds more of a connection. Whereas like every once in a while I'll see like a Kylie Jenner video
Yeah.
or things like that, but I'm not as like emotionally invested in her life as I am, say, Emily Kaiser.
Yeah. Well, and why do you think celebrities now are on social media and they market
Right.
everything
Yeah.
on social media versus like commercials? That's where most of the consumers now are. So
Yeah.
True. Okay, tell us about the new update with Insta.
the
So
new
tell us about
update,
Notes.
is Notes. I just talked about it on the social forecast and it's so cutie. It's the cutest little thing, I think. Instagram just does a really great job with creating like relationships and engagement. And that's like
Yes.
why basically Instagram is all about engagement. And so if you really want to like push out your content, your reels, your posts, stories, all the thing is really encouraging people to engage, to comment, to heart, to like, to interact some way or another. And then you respond back. Instagram's really going to boost your stuff, right? And so they created another way, which is called Notes, where it's only between your followers and you. It's so you have to follow.
Oh.
It can't be it's not public, which
Oh,
is even
cute.
cutier, right?
Oh,
I'm like
I didn't know
cutier.
that. I
Like
thought like
seclusion.
anyone could.
Yeah, so it's just so like because we follow each other, I could leave a little note on your post
Okay.
and just be like, "Oh my gosh, I love you," or "This is so cute," or anything. It's just different than a
Cute.
comment, and it's more personalized.
How
And
many
then-
people can leave it?
As many as they want, but then only your followers could kind of go through your notes versus comments are more like public knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you want more of?
A combo of everything.
Okay, so go like and
Yeah.
comment on my note.
You could also though set it up to where only close friends can leave notes too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They're really weeding
that, like,
people out.
Right when you're posting it, is there like now a notes section to select?
You'll see it like pop on like the little bottom. It's like the bottom left corner above like commenting. It's like right there. And it's like a little
Okay.
posty
Is
note.
it only on like
Like you need to go to other
Oh.
people's because you're on your own.
okay. Let's see.
Like-
Breast augmentation. All of my
Like see if you go to like
Inspiration.
see if you go to my profile, it might show up. But yeah, and I posted about this yesterday, and I try to like be pretty frequent to post things. I think I turned it. You have to turn it on, so like my next post, you'll be able to do it. Let's see. Some people don't.
Sorry
know how
guys,
to
we're
turn
looking
it.
on Instagram. We're trying to find one.
I think I screenshot. Well, I screenshotted it yesterday.
I know. Hold on.
It's
let's
normally
see.
in what, the bottom left corner? I think I've seen it.
Sorry, everyone. Alita's like, I have to see it.
Sorry,
right
I just
this
want to
second.
witness it in real life.
So like right here,
Okay.
it'll pop up, and then I can like people can like leave little notes all around.
Will it like obnoxiously take over the whole picture?
No. It's only when you want to see the note. Then I would like
Oh, then
tap
they all
it to
pop
then
up?
pop up.
Oh,
And
cute.
some people
Okay.
do. Yeah.
So if you
'Kay.
tapped your own note, others will pop up
Mm.
if there are
Yeah,
more. Okay.
exactly. If there was more.
Got
yeah.
it.
But again, this
Okay.
was taken literally probably about 5 minutes from the
Okay.
update.
Okay.
Like I'm pretty fast. I really try to like post little updates and find out things, and I get like little alerts from different accounts that I follow to just like
cool.
know. But it's not easy for people who are entrepreneurs to, know all those things. So that's what I try to do, to cliff note it in a way and give you like a little forecasted update, like a little news anchor.
Do you think it's here to stay?
The notes thing,
Yeah.
I don't know. They test things so much, you just never know. So I think the more people that use it, they just want to see
Okay.
like, okay, is it people are going to use it for the masses? Like, let's do it. But I will tell you, Instagram's going to rank you higher if you utilize their new things, and you want to
I
get ranked
gotta get
higher
on
because
it.
it pushes. So try it, because that's their whole point.
Is it only from like now until future, or can you go back and add notes?
I think it's just who like now to future,
Okay.
but I think what I had just saw before I was heading over here is I could apply a note to an old post. I just hadn't done it. So
Got it.
to be
Okay,
determined.
okay.
May talk about that on Social Forecast maybe tomorrow
We'll
or
talk about
something.
it on another episode.
Yeah. But I want to offer your people some things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give them the
Okay.
goodies.
Okay. So I know a lot of people have wanted to get IG audits from the last episode that I offered. So we are going to do IG audits for the Skin Club podcast people only. Let's see, what is this? July. So if you get in between now and August 1st, you can get an audit, and we'll give you $30 off your audit.
Amazing.
So that makes it 60. Oh, that's inappropriate. $69.
Slay.
Wink, wink.
Love.
I didn't even realize that. But yeah, we're giving $30 off. And what an IG audit is basically we take a look at how healthy your account is as a consumer. And so we take into account of like what you're posting, how much you're showing up, what do you have in your highlights, what kind of content are you providing, do you have keywords in your bio? There's just so many updates and things that are always ever changing. It's healthy to do it about every 6 months to a year, just depending on how often you're doing it. So we'll be offering those. We have a special link that we'll share with you guys that you guys can drop in stories. You can DM the Dream House Agency, and we'll send you a private link there. I'm sure you can drop it on this YouTube video, giving Alita more work.
Yes.
So that's one offer.
Okay.
Second offer is your followers can join the Social Forecast for the first month for $5 a month only,
Amazing.
which
You
is
guys
normally
are so worth it.
$21. So we try to make it pretty affordable, but for your people, we'll do less than a coffee.
That is
Love.
Yeah.
so nice. Thank you.
Seriously, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
And I do want to share from personal experience with Hailley. I'm sorry. I'm like obsessed with you and think you're such a badass. And so I just like want to brag
I
about
love
you.
you.
I always
Aw.
brag about you. From personal experience, like having her audit my Instagram helped my confidence so much when I was in a rut last year. I was in the biggest rut, which like feels dumb, but it like affected my confidence, like not posting on Instagram. And
Yeah.
like I just felt like I was struggling. I'm like, how am I going to bring clients in? And getting the audit with Hailley, like truly helped build my confidence so much more. And now since the audit, I've felt so much more confident showing up online. So really, if you are someone who is struggling to show up confidently, book the audit, go take advantage of the $5. Like, so good and so affordable.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Seriously. It really makes you look like professional and consistent when you work with Hailley in that way of like being able to show up and like you're supposed to be recognized by all of your followers, by fellow estheticians. And it's like really inspiring to see consistency, I think, in our industry. And I mean, from personal experience, I mean, we've worked together now for about 1.5 years and for good reason. And also every single one of my employees, I think, has gotten an audit from you.
Yeah.
And one of mine, like, she really applied everything that she had learned from her audit with you, and within a month gained 1,000 followers. Like, people really like that consistency, and I think it comes off very professional and makes you very, I guess, in quotations, like attractive online in that way. Just to have, like, it makes it look like you can see your personality online, and that's like very attractive.
100%. And that's like our goal as consumers. That's what they want to see. So we really try to like draw that out and deliver that to you in a way. But if you're curious what an IG audit is and want more info, you can go look on our Instagram and see tons of examples, including the example that Alita's talking about. It's pretty crazy about the growth that it can really do. And I just truly love doing this kind of stuff, so it's so much fun to like help other people out. It's my favorite part of the job.
Well, you're good at it, so I'm glad you like it.
I won't quit.
Love. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on. We were so grateful for you, and we will have her on again in the future. So if you guys have any other questions that you would like Hailley to answer, we can have her on as frequently as we would like.
No, it's fun.
Within
It's
her
like we're
time
hanging
reason.
I'm always in the background, really. Anyways.
Yes. So feel free to submit more questions for our next episode with Hailley. But this is all we have for today's episode. And we will see you guys next week. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Skin Club podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. We would love to hear from you.
Also, follow us on Instagram at the Skin Club Podcast. Feel free to message us for recommendations on future episodes and let us know what you would like to hear on the next podcast episode. Thanks for listening.